Hey everybody, it is December 11th and it's our team Good Vibe Tribe call. If you're a new coach, welcome to the team. Best way to get started is to start your Beachbody Challenge and get results like a boss. Do your vital behaviors. That's to be proof the product works every single day. I mean, how awesome is that? That's our job. Practice the other vital behaviors as well. That is to connect, invite, and follow up with others. Invite them to be part of our community and our accountability groups and to take part in our incredible programs. Help people get results. It's like such a fundamental change actually to our vital behaviors. One of our vitals used to be recognition, to recognize others, which I do think is important. But more important is helping people get results, not just enrolling somebody and then leaving them high and dry, but truly being their accountability partner and seeing them through the hard. And the fourth one is personal development. I will tell you, any coach who hits a wall and finds that they're not moving their life or business forward, or finds that they're just consistently falling off track, it's generally because they're not doing the personal development work, or if they are doing some, if you really ask them, they're probably not fully committed to it, or they're not doing the stuff that they need to be doing. So make sure you're doing the PD work. New coaches, I recommend getting the book, The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy, or Miracle Morning by Hal Elrod, or You Are a Badass by Jen Sincero, or if you're ready to dig really deep into the business, you can get Over Your Damn Self. They're all awesome books. You should read them all. If you need some help with invites, or if you're just getting started and you want to join a coach training, make sure you log into our coach team website at goodvibetribecoaches.com. Go under the new quick start tab. Watch all the videos. You're going to learn so much there. There are great resources plugged in, including invites and initial coach posts and everything you need to get started. There's also a phase 1 and a phase 2 training that you can self-pace. And then the last thing you need to do if you're a new coach is just simply create duplication. So help your first clients get results. Help your first coaches get their first big wins by helping them understand how to enroll their first clients and how to get on our team website and learn how to get started. And also we have our Living Your Best Year Ever program happening right now. You can join at any time this month. It's a Darren Hardy program. The group is called GVT, Living Your Best Year Ever. It's on Facebook. We have all the resources available for you. It's a goal setting workshop. Success Club board for December 11th. It's pretty small right now, but I know that's changing. This is one thing I know about December. If you're doing the work, the beginning of December generally starts a little slower and it starts to pick up mid-month and towards the end of the month. So if you're doing the work, I suspect that you'll start to see a bigger return in those invites and follow-ups coming up in the next few days and weeks. Success Club 10 or higher, Moira at 24, Jolie at 20, Jessica and Kendria at 12, Lauren and Katie and Megan at 10, and at 6 or higher, at 8, Renee Paro, John Yvonne, Brian Casaba, Aaron Kirkpatrick, Heather Swear, and Kelly Nye, and at 4, Amber Spalding, Sarah Woods, Rachel Walpo, Jessica Gregory, Marissa Alisi, Hannah Roberts, Katie Moore, and Shannon Plumbon. Congratulations, you guys, for already being on the board and kicking butt already this December and changing so many lives. Just think how your life has already changed from getting started on your program or joining this community, and that is the gift that you're giving others. Top producer board, top coach last week is Jolie McLeod with 1,993 PV. Holla from the rooftops. That is amazing. Last week we have a lot of people on the high producer board because obviously with the launch we had a lot more orders coming in and a lot more volume coming in. For those of you that don't know what top coach is or the volume board, you get what's called PV, personal volume, from anything you order from the Beachbody store and anything that your clients order from the Beachbody store. So if you have a bunch of clients on Beachbody On Demand and they needed the digital unlock to T20, your volume probably went through the roof, which means that your commissions also went through the roof. So it's really important that you're on this board because it shows that you have a commission-based business, and that's how you're going to grow your income in your first year of your business. Your team cycle bonuses start smaller and they grow over time. In the 1,000 Club, we have myself, Moira, Cece, Hannah, Renee Paro, Jennifer Towner, Katie Moore, and Katie Cave. In the 800 Club, we've got Heather Guthrie, Jacqueline Hughes, Aaron Kirkpatrick, 700 Club, John Yvonne, Bethany Brodegam, Lauren Page, 600 Club, Cheryl Sellers, Aaron Hopkins, Courtney Burton, 500 Club, Megan Seibel, Samara Salisbury, Christy Pierce, Carrie Crowther, 400 Club. I'm just going to go with first names so I don't screw them all up. Rives, Danielle, Jennifer, Pamela, Carly, Joe, Laura, Katie, Erica, Latanya, Michelle, Sarah, Kelly, Samantha, Jan, 300 Club, Annie, Hillary, Logan, Heather, Alexis, Leanne, and Chrissy. And also in the 300 Club, Alana, Tyson, Amanda, Crystal, Julie, Ruby, Meredith Carr. I love that there's another Meredith. Layla, Deanne, Rachel, Amy, Dawn, Tara, Crystal, Kendria, Christy, Kristen, Laura, Megan, Martha, Jessica, Miying, Kenna, and Jamie Bayer. Congratulations, you guys. I'm super stoked for all of you. We have some new emeralds. I gave a shout out last week to Katarina. I don't know if you're on the call and you heard it, but I knew she was about to be an emerald. She is officially an emerald coach and has opened her business for cycle bonuses. Along with Sandra, who is advancing the emerald this week, she has 2 active coaches, one on her left, one on her right. The importance of advancing to emerald is, yes, you get team cycle bonuses in addition to your commissions, but more than that, you start to open what's called your CBC, your business center. And whatever leg has more volume on it, the volume starts to get what's called banked. And basically it's like a little piggy bank of money that is waiting for you to build your team. And as your team gets bigger, there's this piggy bank that you're gonna have to dig into. It's pretty freaking awesome. But if you ever fall inactive as a coach, the piggy bank gets wiped out. So you never want to fall inactive now. But also you start to be part of our leads generation program. So as long as you're in Success Club and you're an Emerald coach, every single month that you do that, you're going to be getting company generated leads. These are individuals who sign up for purchase of Beachbody Shakeology products, and they need a coach and they need your help. So you're going to start getting all those customer leads and customer commissions, which is super fun. This Thursday, we're doing a team-wide coach sneak peek. Jacqueline and myself are kind of masterminding it, putting it together. It'll be a one-day group. So if anybody says, what time is it happening? It's happening throughout the day. We're going to have a handful of women go live, share a little bit about their story and share a little bit about what coaching is and why they love it, what coaching is not. So it really helps to address those pressing questions that people have and also gives social proof of why coaching is so amazing and why our team is so amazing. So I'll have a link up for that in our team page that you can request to join. Please invite others to be a part of it with you. It's great if you want to look in, but it's even better if you want to invite people. That's where it's going to change your business. Upcoming retreats you can earn. I'm not going to cover this because we do every single week, but just know that as you advance your business and as you hit higher accolades, the job gets a lot more rewarding and there's a lot of fun things you can take part in. So make sure you're always moving your business forward by hitting Success Club and rank advancing. You all know T20 is now on sale. I don't need to tell you about that. There are resources in your Coach Online office under the shareable media program tools link. And also the Fit commercial is up. And I should tell you about the Fit commercial is the sample workout. It's listed under Transform 20 and it's anyone has access to it. So it's outside of the paywall. So what that means is if you have someone that wants to do the workout, but they don't have a Beachbody On Demand membership, you can Google Beachbody 411 link generator, and it'll pull up a page where you can make all of your independent links. You type your coach ID in there, you hit Beachbody registration links, and there will be one for free membership. You have them fill out a free membership link. That'll have them set up their username and their password, and then they'll be able to log into Beachbody On Demand and access any workouts that are outside of the paywall, meaning they do not need to put a credit card in to get that. So T20, the sample workout, is one of those. So it's a great way to, even if you guys want to do like a freemium, you could run a group where you maybe have everybody are doing T20 sample workout on the same day. Maybe you do a fun Zoom call together. So just all sort of great ideas to move your business forward. We also have Energize now in the stick packs, which are awesome for travel, people on the go. The idea with the stick pack is when you have like a plastic bottle of water and the Energize is going all over the place now, it just goes right into the little hole. Don't forget about all the great rewards you can get with Success Club. So make sure you're hitting Success Club. Every 3 months, you basically get something. So if you hit Success Club during your first month, you get a Team Beachbody hat. If you've hit it for 3 months in a row, you get that cute tank that Jennifer Towner had on when she showed you her bench early on in this practice or this call, her, what do you call it, the step. And then if you hit the 6-month mark, which is what I'm going for right now, you get that cute little bag. Coach Summit Travel Cash, those of you that are already in the running for that, this is your last month to lock that in. So make sure you're hitting Success Club. 3A Refresh is back in our inventory office. And don't forget, the weekend of January 12th is our super weekend. That is when we have all of our Super Saturdays. So some will be on Super Saturday, some will be on Saturday, some will be on Sunday. Whew, that's a lot to get through really quick. I hope Moira is on the call. I'm about to, Moira, if you're on the call, will you, I'll introduce you, but will you either?
I'm on.
Oh, okay. Okay, good. Because I couldn't see you. Okay, so let me introduce Moira. Drum roll. Okay, so I don't feel like there's even a, I'm going to get through this so fast so you can start talking. And it's even going to dumb down the eloquence of who she is. Like, Moira joined the team in 2015. Many of you know she was in my challenge group for, I want to say 12 to 14 months, or basically a little over a year. Didn't say a peep. She had, I actually counted it one time. She had 8 posts over that 14 months, or did I say 6? I can't remember now. And they were each
4.
just, maybe it was 4. It was like hardly any. And it was just like a little type, like no picture. It was just a little like cry for help. And it would be like, I just went on a sugar bender. Is anybody else struggling? What do I do? Like just a simple cry for help. And that was it. And we would chat in our messenger threads all the time when she felt like I was falling off or what have you. And I'd always say, Moira, join the team for accountability. And she's like, no, I'm not going to do what you're doing. Finally, she bit the bullet and did it. And she might tell you more about her reason why, but she bit the bullet and did it. She hit Success Club by the skin of her teeth in the first couple months, just kind of checking things out, listening to the calls. And at about 3 months in, she got on a call, one of these calls on Amy Silverman's call with Josh Spencer. And he sang her love language. He said all the things that she needed to hear to recognize that she was sitting on a gold mine of an opportunity. And so over the past few years, she has built, in the past 3 years, she's built this amazing business and has achieved things that most coaches don't achieve. She's a 3-time elite coach. She's an executive leader. She ended last year number 5 in the network. She's built an amazing team Together Rising. She's a superstar diamond coach. She is a 6-figure earner. Team Beachbody does not guarantee any level of success or income from the Team Beachbody coach opportunity. Every single coach's results are based on their diligence, skill, and effort. But she is a multi-6-figure earner, and just 3 years, she's actually out-earned me, which I love to share with people. It was actually always a dream of mine to have a coach out-earn me because it proves that this is not a pyramid, which I love when people are, is it a pyramid? It's like, nope, your business is up to you. I can take no credit for her success. She has built her business completely on her own. All I did was help her get started the same way I help every single one of my coaches get started, by plugging them into our resources. The rest is up to you. And she's such a great testament to that. So without further ado, I'm not going to tell them why you created this. I want you to share your story with it all, but over to you, Moira.
All right. Can I get the whole screen?
Yeah, let me see.
Meaning, just so I'm not, it's just so I can see people. I like to see people's faces.
Yeah, let me fix this.
It's so fun to be on this call where it all began. I can remember literally like 3 years ago. It was 3 years ago. I decided to do this business, and Meredith, I remember, asked me to speak, and of course I was terrified. And I actually just got off a team call for somebody else, and I'm literally sweating. I'm like, I still get really nervous when I talk to other teams. So I'm glad you're on my team. But I'm so excited to talk to you guys about this. It's a really weird experience to talk to you about this. I was tripping over my words when I told my team about this book that I've written, because I don't know, it's a book that I wrote. It's a really, really personal thing, and to share it with people, which is the intention, is still really I don't know, there's just a lot of emotions and thoughts tied around this. But I created this planner, journal, whatever you want to call it, because it's just so ridiculously necessary, and I cannot believe it doesn't freaking exist. I cannot believe it doesn't exist, but now it does. So the idea here is, if you're not doing living your best year ever, it is truly, truly what changed my whole entire life. I went through the process 3 years ago, just kind of alone, decided to order the thing. And I remember that December just kind of squirreling away in the morning and, doing the exercises and answering the questions. And it allowed me to get super crystal clear on what I wanted to create in my life and why. And I had no idea how I was going to accomplish these insane goals that I was almost too scared to even put on paper. But then he walks you through the process, and it's so crystal clear on exactly the roadmap on exactly how to get there. So if you're one of those coaches that I have a lot of them that are like, can you like help me reverse engineer this? I'm like, just if you do Darren Hardy's Living Your Best Year Ever, that's what he does. He reverse engineers these really big goals for you. So I did that, and I had the Living Your Best Year Ever journal for the last 2 years. I'm a huge paper and pen girl, so I don't do anything online. So I also had my planner, which was like my Bible. You know, every single thing was written in my planner. So I had my planner, and then I had the Living Your Best Year Ever journal. And then I always make my team, and it's something that I read in a book and I like just started doing myself, and it literally changed my life, was keeping what I call a book of proof. And it's proof that the vision is happening. It's proof that your business is moving forward. It's proof that like life is good. You know, somebody dropped a comment on my social media post. Someone messaged me, or I got 2 responses for the 50 invites I put out. Because when you're focused on the wins, you are in a positive mindset, and you really feel that, and you thrive, and your business takes off. You know, if I sent 50 invites out, like one of my coaches one time was like, I just scrolled through all my Facebook messages, and like so many people have just ghosted me. And I was like, girl, that is a waste of time. I have never scrolled my social media or my Facebook Messenger to see who hasn't responded. All I care about is the people that did respond. So you have to focus on the wins. So then I had this journal. So I was carrying around a journal, and when I say I like lock onto a process, I lock onto a process, and it's like happens every single day of my life. So these 3 books were happening every single day of my life. And then guess what? I love to take notes, whether I'm at a seminar or the National Wake Up Call or team calls. And I had probably 10 journals floating around my house, or legal pads with notes from calls that I've been on. And that is a lot of disarray for somebody that likes order. And so I was like, oh my gosh. So all last year in my passion planner, I was like, I cannot handle this. I'm not using my Living Your Best Year Ever journal. And I hand wrote in my tracker. I hand wrote in my wins. Like I basically created this just for myself. And I had it all in one place. And I was like, why does this not exist? And I was like, I have to do this. Like I have to. Could I have probably could I have been a top 10 coach this year if I hadn't devoted a ton of time to this process? Yeah, probably, because this took a ton of time. But this was like a heart mission, you guys. The only people that know about this is our team. This is not public to the network, nor will it be, at least anytime soon, that I care to know about. Not that I'm trying to keep it private. But this was created for my team and our team. I want people to have the roadmap for what they need all in one place. So when I say in the beginning of this book, it is truly, let me break it down for you. There's 4 parts to this book. The first 10 to 20 pages, I don't even know how many pages it is, 20 some pages, is me taking you through exercises on how to create your vision. Because, a lot of my coaches get stuck on that. Like, I'm not sure how to do this. I'm taking you through contrast and clarity exercise, how to reverse engineer your goals. There's a couple pages to keep track of your dream team people. So and there's like my top 10 tips for success. So that's the first 20 pages. That's kind of before the meat of the book. And then you have your planner, like a whole year worth of planner, which I'll get back to in a minute because that's really the big part of the book. The section 3 is your notes. So I cannot tell you, like, I was so excited about my own thing here because yesterday when it was the National Wake Up Call, and I have my book out in front of me because it's always within, it's always in my workspace. The National Wake Up Call came on and I was like, oh my God, I'm going to flip to the part of the book that says National Wake Up Call Notes. So every single week it says National Wake Up Call Notes and actions to take. team call notes and actions to take, and then personal development notes and actions to take. Because if you can take notes all day, but if you're not taking action, you might as well not be on the National Wake Up Call or the team call or read the personal development. So this was the magic, and I never understood the magic. I just wanted it all in one place. Guess what happened for me on Monday? I sat down with a pencil and actually listened for the key points that Micah was talking about and wrote them down, versus like every other week of my life, texting, returning messages, cooking my eggs, walking upstairs to fold the laundry, missing 10 minutes of the call, coming back down, catching on to the end of it, not really understanding where she's at and what she's talking about. That's how I end up listening to the National Wake Up Call. When you have a place to take notes that says December 10th, National Wake Up Call, notes, you're going to probably feel a little guilty if you don't put anything down. So that's that third section of the book. And then the fourth section, every week has just one big page for you to capture your book of wins or your book of proof. And so the wins in your business. And I could go on and on about the power of that in my life. But I just, in regards to that part of it, every single day of the week, I can choose to feel like a failure or a success in my business. And what a lot of people don't understand is that they look at Meredith or Jacqueline or me or Aaron or whoever it is, and they think like, oh, they've got it so easy. Their business is kicking ass. They hit Success Club 20 or 30. Every single hour of every single day, everyone I'm talking to, every mastermind thread I'm on, every mastermind call I get on, the people that are around me are outdoing me by 100 times. My success partner, she's like, well, I onboarded like 60 coaches this month. How many are you at? I'm like, 4. You know, oh, I'm at Success Club 120. What are you at? 6. Like, you can play the comparison game whether you are a coach or a 15-star, number 5, top 10, whatever you want to call it. Like, it's no different. It is no different. So the book of wins reminds me every single moment that I'm crushing it, because I can open up that book feeling like a fraud as a top 10 coach. Like, I don't know what the heck I'm doing. I'm horrible at this. I can't recruit. I'm struggling to get any Success Club points this month. And I can flip back 25 pages deep and see every single win for the last couple months. It is powerful. So all of that is in here. So that's your 4 sections. But I also want to dig into kind of the planner section, because that's the meat of this. So I'll give you kind of the layout. So you open it up and there's a month at a glance 2-page section. And it has directions in the very front of the book that this is your monthly marketing plan. So you are mapping out, when are you running a challenge group? When are you doing a coach opportunity or a sneak peek? Are you doing a free group? What's your social media look like? Are you talking about the coach opportunity leading up to the coach opportunity call? Are you talking about your challenge group as you're inviting and getting ready to start your challenge group? Like, you have to be able to look at your month and wake up in the morning and know what you're posting about, know what you're inviting to. Like, you have to have a plan, you know? And then on the side, it has your goals for the month. Like, I don't know, I'm sure you do this in Soul Warriors. I haven't popped in that much in a long time, but, you know, at the top of every month, we post our monthly goals, you know? And so there's business, finances, family, home, relationships, my body, you know, just your monthly goals. So every time at the top of the month, you can kind of say, this is my goals I have financially. This is the goals I have with my family. This is the goals I have in my business. I think financial and business are very different. You know, SC 20, recruit 10 coaches is very different than, you know, pay down, you know, my mortgage or save $1,000 this month or something. So you have those goals front and center. I look at my goals every single day of the week because I get excited to look at them. And when I get excited, guess what? I show up and do the work because I'm excited to hit the goals. And so that's your month at a glance spread. The next page is just your monthly enrollment. So you have a place to track your people. So you just write down, if you got Success Club points, their name, they're enrolled as a customer coach, what program did they sign up with, the date, did you send their challenge, did you send them their challenge or welcome? Did you add them to the challenge group? Did you send them a coach welcome if they signed up as a coach? Did you add them to the coach page? Did you do a GSR call? So you can just flip back. And for me, I've always done this on sheets of paper that are like floating all around my universe. And I can like sometimes like, shit, I cannot find my August enrollments. And I have no idea without like digging into my back office. I hate computer stuff. I need to have like a tangible, let me flip back and see who enrolled in August. Let me flip back and see who enrolled in July or whatever month it is. And then on the next page, it really digs deep into your business goals for the month. So there's a bunch of categories. So you set a business goal for number of new customers, number of new coaches, number of personally sponsored coaches in Success Club, number of rank advancements on your team, and then your goal of invites for customers and coaches. And you get to bubble the bubbles in when you get a new customer or you get a new coach. And with the invites, you actually track what's my goal and then what's the actual. Because on the daily calendar, you actually track how many you invite every day and you can just add them up. This is so important because I think it shows you the importance of building a team. Because some people might be like, number of personally sponsored coaches in Success Club, that's not really something I've ever thought about. Or number of rank advancements, I'm just still trying to build my team. But, you know, we talked on my team call last night. Hannah Roberts was a stellar coach from day one, like hitting Success Club 20 every single month. Every single month. A year and a half, and hear this. A year and a half into the business, hitting Success Club 20 every single month. This time last year, she made $200 and some in her paycheck. Then she built a team and now she's a 5-star coach, 6-star. This week she made $3,000. So $200, crushing it onboarding challengers or building a team, 200 versus 3,000. That's insane, the difference. And so you have to understand the importance of building a team. And so when you look at this, it forces you to focus on, even if it's one, I want to get one person to Emerald this month. That's my goal. Then that's what you write. And you're aware of it and you're focused on it every single day. You're reminded that, oh my gosh, my goal is to get somebody to Emerald. Let me reach out to Sally. Let me reach out to Margaret. Let me reach out to this person and just talk to them about the benefits of getting to Emerald. And then there's also a place to track success starters on that same page. So this, I realized some people might be like, what are these pages? So there's 2 pages on the next spread for the month. Remember, you get all these pages each month. And one says customer hot list and one says coach hot list. So this is really important to break this down for you guys. So like I said, I've always been a paper and pen person. And I used to just write random names, like Meredith too. We both do this, just random names on sheets of paper all over the place. But I at least started writing the month, September, and then I would write customer, and then I just said one day hot list, because it meant those are the conversations that I'm like having right now that I honestly think are getting ready to pull the trigger. Like these are the people I got to follow up with. So the way I do this, and last year at CAB, I was in Utah in February, and I had all my spreadsheets out. Like I was working during the CAB meeting, which we all do. I was like, messaging people and following up with them. And Doug Moss was sitting next to me, and he's like, what you got going on over there? And I was embarrassed. I was like, oh, all my chicken scratch pieces of paper. And he's like, Moira, I think we need to run a training on that. And I was like, are you joking? And he was like, you're number 5 in the company. It obviously is a system that works. And I was like, oh my God, you're right. It's totally worked. And I didn't think it was a system. I didn't think there was any magic because it wasn't streak and it wasn't color coded and it wasn't fancy and it wasn't like this whole thing that you have to actually do trainings on. It's 2 sheets of paper. And this is how I've always run my business from day one. I invite a shit ton of people, a ton of people. I message them all day on Instagram, message everybody that's watching my stories. On Facebook, I just started doing Instagram this year, really. Before this, it was all built on Facebook, and I was messaging. The second someone messaged me back and said the slightest thing of interest, they went on the list. That meant I had to get back with them. I had to follow up. I had to continue the conversation. And this is the magic of what I've done for the last 3.5 years. I might send out 300. I mean, Instagram's actually different. Now the numbers are probably higher, but I might send out 200 or 300 invites a month. Out of those 200 or 300, 30 or 40 people may ask me something back. That's a very real ratio. 30 or 40 people out of 300 or 400, so let's say 10%, message me back or just say something of interest like, all right, tell me more, or, just something. So they go on the hot list. So I have one for customers and one for coaches. And this is my whole system. I follow up like a boss from that hot list. So essentially, I'm casting the net to a lot of people all month, but I am having a ton of back and forth conversation with probably 40 people. So the reality is I probably sign up 10 customers and 10 coaches a month. So 10 out of the 40 sign up. So this is where Success Club happens. So I have a customer hot list from every month back to the beginning of time since I started coaching 3 years ago. So last month, Success Club was not happening for me. It does not come to me. No one has ever messaged me and said, hey girl, you don't know me, but I want to sign up. Ever. And so I went back to my October hot list and I just circle their name when they sign up. So out of 40 names, 10 circles, right? So there's 30 people on the October list that were very interested, just didn't pull the trigger because that's the reality of this. I invited those 30 people from October. I invited 30 people from September. I went back to August. I went back to July. I went back to June. You guys, I ended up having to go back to lists from summer of 2017 to get my Success Club where I needed to get it to. But when you have this super ridiculous, simple system, you have to have lists. Like you have to have something that's going to, remind you and like give you direction for your follow-ups and direction for your whole process. So sorry to get off on a tangent. I just needed to explain that. So that's your customer and coach hot list. And then here's the, and then you have, 2-page spreads for your week at a glance. And it's just, I'll show it to you if you can see it. It's a simple calendar. And then down here, you write out your goals. It's basically living your best year ever because it's what I used to pencil into my passion planner every single week. So every single week I write out what my yearly goals are, my monthly goals, my weekly goals. And then I track the behaviors that I need to be tracking. In the beginning of the book, it says, if you are a new coach, this is exactly what needs to be on your tracker. So there's no guessing games for new coaches. But Meredith's not doing the exact same thing and needing to track the exact same behaviors as somebody in the first 30 days. So what she needs to track is very different. So on the top 2 lines, I have read, vision, and review goals because every single person on the planet needs to be doing that. Doesn't matter if you're Melanie Mitro or you signed up yesterday. Read, vision, review my goals every single day. And then line number 2 is your book of wins. You should be doing that no matter where you are in the business. And then there's like 8 or 10 lines where you get to fill in what you're tracking in your life. This isn't just business either. Like I track being nice to my husband, you guys. It says be nice to Brian every single week. Every single week. Most habits I get really good at and then I don't have to track them anymore. I'm still working on that one. Actually, it's, it has gotten a lot better because of this. So every day at the bottom of the day, so if this is like Monday, it says coach invites, customer invites at the bottom of the day. So you can just scribble in how many coaches you invited and how many customers you invited. And then it's really easy to translate at the end of the month how many people you actually invited. Because the other thing that a lot of coaches ask is, oh my gosh, Moira, I've hit Success Club like 5 or 6. 6 months in a row. And I really want to get into Success Club 10 and I don't know what to do. I'm like, well, how many people you're inviting? They don't really know because they haven't tracked their invites. And I'm like, it is as simple as doubling your invites. But you can't double your invites if you have no idea how many you're inviting. You have to just double the number of invites and you will double your Success Club. It's that simple. So this allows you to track that. This is something, a super basic, it says marketing plan, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, because that's exactly what I was doing in my passion planner. I would just scribble out the days of the week. And on Sunday, I would have some type of game plan. I realize some people like create the photo and the content and like put it in Planoly and do that whole thing. I am not that girl. I'm very like kind of, in the moment post on my social media, but I have to have some type of bones around the marketing plan. Like, okay, I'm running a sneak peek on this day, so I should put up a coaching post on this day. I should put up a call to action. And gosh, I'm doing all that. Maybe I need to put up a post that adds value on this day. Maybe I should do a transformation on this day. Like, oh, I haven't talked about my family. Maybe on Sunday I'll do like a family and faith post because I haven't talked about that. Like, you have to have a framework for your social media plan. So that is literally like I scribble a few words in there and just roll with it. And it changes all the time too. Like, I have a plan and that plan doesn't happen, but at least I had a plan. And then at the end of the week, you just write wins, losses, how can I improve? So that, I have no idea what time it is. I can't see the clock on my computer. I'm sure there's lots of questions. Oh, 9:43. So that's it in a nutshell, you guys. And like I said, in the first 20 pages, there's tons of direction for the rest of the book. Like, you're not going to flip it open and be like, I have no idea what I'm supposed to do on this page, because it tells you what to do on that page in the beginning. I will tell you, because I've had about 1,000 conversations with Jonathan he's our lawyer at Beachbody, and Jemima, who's head of, all things legal too. Because I knew going into this that it needed to be created. It needed to be done. It was happening, but I knew it was a major issue with compliance. And so after 1,000 conversations with them, basically the rule is, and it's a great opportunity to tell you how much I leaned into our legal team to make sure I was dotting every I and crossing every single T, because my business could be shut down and nothing is worth that at all. I cannot profit a penny off of this. So, it's just against PMP to create a tool. And then basically I totally get it. Like, they don't want some coach like creating something and then trying to market it to Beachbody coaches and making like an income off of it. And they know me and they're like, we know that's not your heart. You're creating this to help your coaches and to help the network. But, the legal part behind this is you cannot earn a profit. So it costs me $12 to publish one of these. And that's the cost it is on Amazon. That's just the published price. What went into this book before it ever went into Amazon was a huge, significant investment and a lot of my life. So just know that, I am always on the up and up, and I would never do anything, even in the slightest. Like, somebody even said to me, and they meant, they had the best of intentions. Somebody was like, can you at least charge like $13? And I was like, so what if I sold 1,000? I would make $1,000 because I earned $1 on every book, but I could lose a $500,000 a year business. I'm not taking any chances on this. Like, I am an open book with compliance. I'm like, keep calling him. Like, I just want to make sure I'm not breaking the rules. So you guys, I want to hear your questions. I'm sure there's a lot of them. So go for it. And I'll scroll the chat too.
Okay, as you're scrolling the chat, this is not so much a question as it is a statement. Because I know as soon as you tell people how they can get the book, because you do need to tell people how they can get the book, because you guys need to invest in your business. You need to buy the planner for yourself. We're not buying it for you. But that said, I am buying it as a Christmas gift for all of my currently Emerald ranked coaches. But let me be clear, currently Emerald diamond, star diamond ranked coaches. So any of my ranked coaches that are indeed working their business. So what does that mean? I've had a lot of rules around that. I've said in Success Club, every Christmas I've always been like, if you've been in Success Club for 3 months, then I'll send you something. But this year, what it means is literally, if you're on this call tonight, send me a message. If you're one of my personally sponsored, let me be very clear. If you're one of my diamonds already know they got it. If you're one of my personally sponsored Emerald coaches and you're on this call tonight and you want this journal as a Christmas gift, send me a message and say, I would be so excited to get that journal. And if you're listening to the recording and you're one of my personally sponsored coaches and you're a current Emerald, then send me a message and say the same thing. I'm not sending it to anyone that doesn't listen to this call because it means they're not working their business, and the journal is pointless for someone who's not willing to do the work. So, Merry Christmas.
Same thing there. I'll piggyback on that because I did the same thing. I already sent mine to some of my working coaches, and the same thing applies for me. So if we send this out to the whole downline. So, yay. And Moira, oh my God, woman, if I didn't already love you as much as I love you, I would be in love with you all over again. Because it's just like organization is my love language. And that is what this is. And it's beautiful that you put your heart into it and your time. And it's beautiful. I'm going to cry.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, and know too that it's version 1. So like, I want feedback from everyone and anyone. Like, it's very much paper. Like for me to get this printed and here by Christmas and the New Year, I had to do it the quickest way possible. I wanted it like leather bound and the whole thing. They're like, you'll get it in March. And I'm like, not an option. Get it to me as quick as you can. So this was the best that we could do. But I'm already like, oh, this is going to like, not that it's going to fall apart, but like, you know what I mean? So this is version 1. I will totally take constructive criticism because I think we as a community can come together, and it's very easy for me to edit and tweak things and get them, version 2 for next year, and every single year it will get better. This is what I was going to say. So the easiest thing, I can send you the link, but if you go to Amazon and just put Moira Casaba in, it'll pop up, I'm sure. It's called Rise Up. There are 2 versions. There is a $12 version that has everything Beachbody in it. And then there is a version that I just went live with where I stripped everything out. I haven't marketed it or anything, but it's $30. And it's basically I don't even know if I'm going to do this, but it's for network marketers. But there's no Success Club, Success Starters, rank advancements, invites to your challenge group, free groups, like none of that language is in there. So if you get the wrong version for 30, you're going to be like, this isn't going to help me that much. So get the $12 version. Yeah. Anything else?
Whitney, do you have a question? Or are you just unmuted? I think she was just unmuted.
Let me ask, why don't we say, and you do not have to like blow smoke for me, but I know some of my team's on the call. Does anybody have it yet and like actually have it in their hands? Have you put it into practice yet, or are you waiting till January? Does anybody want to unmute and just say tell a little bit of, I know you literally got it like 2 days ago if you got it.
I'll talk.
Yeah.
Because we were on the team call last night and you were talking about your book of proof. So I actually got out to the proof part. I don't know where it is. It's in the back here, and started writing down for this month because a lot of good things have been happening. So doing that. I also, while you were talking now, I'm taking out the hot list because I've got a few conversations going on. So
awesome.
I'm excited.
Yay. I love it.
I'll share mine too. I started mine. I just got back from vacation and got mine in the mail, and I started it last night, and I have all my tabs, and it's really good. I'm an OCD, need things like spelled out for me and organized, and I have papers everywhere, so I'm really, really excited about it.
That's awesome. Yeah, and I actually wanted it to be tabbed in the 4 sections, and I actually wanted it to say RISE and look really cute, and they couldn't do all that fun stuff. So I too was going to go get like the Office Depot tabs, for the 4 sections. So like I said, version 1. You guys just said it's 9:31, which is really random. Oh, That's so weird. Does Amazon just put stuff on sale? It's like it's on Prime, which is pretty cool. I don't know how that happened, but it says $9.31. I have no idea why.
Maybe you're becoming an Amazon bestseller, so maybe they're doing some sort of promotion with it. Because I ordered a lot of them last night, and
you're absolutely right, actually, because very few people get like a rush of book sales like that. You know, sure would be nice if there were some royalties, but it's a very, very bittersweet. It came in the mail. My husband's like, my editor was like, Moira, and I'm like, yeah, this is really weird. I just wrote a book. Like, can't market it, can't talk about it, can't, promote it. It's a very weird phenomenon, but it's pretty cool.
So maybe we can get you to the Amazon bestseller list. That would be really fun. So you have that as a title. But yeah, I did notice it was like $9 something too, because I bought a bunch last night and it was not $9 last night. But if it's on sale now, get it while it's on sale. Get it while it's hot.
Get it while it's hot. That's right. Anything else?
I'll just pop in really quick too, because I got mine and I was looking through it. And I think I have like 3 or 4 different notebooks, one for team calls, one for, I'm looking at them all because they're all sitting around me. And it's genius. My work bag is always full with everything I'm carrying around. I just need one.
Yes.
So
thanks, Carly Jo. Thank you. I can't wait to hang with you at our diamond retreat.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun.
Okay, is that it, you guys? No more questions? While you have this amazing coach on the line. Moira, I love you to pieces. I'm just so proud of you, and it just blows my mind at what you're able to accomplish and what a strong and amazing woman you are and how much you pour into this team and give to all of us. And I can't thank you enough for that. I know everybody on this team that does make the $9 investment in their business to get a journal and not just sit with the journal, but actually utilize it the way she's teaching you how to use it. This is going to change your business. This is going to make your 2019 really strong. So don't sit on your laurels with it. It's $9, $13 on a normal day, but do yourself the biggest favor in the world and do it. If you have coaches that are new to your team, consider buying one as your new coach. Like when my new coaches used to get started, I'd buy a personal development book, which I don't do anymore. I need to get back to, but maybe buy them one of these and give them a tracker, because I would say most of my new coaches that come on board, that's where they get lost. They don't know where to start putting everything together. So this is such an affordable tool. It's such an incredible tool. So just keep sharing the love and helping people with it. And if there's no more questions, Moira, thank you so much for giving us your time and your heart and creating this amazing tool for us and sharing it with us tonight.
Absolutely, you guys. Thanks for letting me be on. It's an honor, always. Love you guys.
Love you guys. Have a great night. Bye.